How's it going, everybody? It's Mike from PC Classic Cars back with another virtual description. Today we are going to talk about our 1990 Chevrolet 454 SS pickup truck. This particular truck is a vehicle that has 32,666 actual miles. It's verified on the Carfax. No questions about it. It is a true 32,000 mile pickup and it is super clean front to back. I purchased this from a gentleman out of Michigan, and then previously before that, at least on the Carfax, the truck lived its life in Ohio. Generally, I'm not a fan of buying vehicles from up in that area just because of the salt and the winters that they have. This particular one is extremely clean and very nice on the bottom. I found no rust issues. The floors, the frame rails, everything is extremely nice on the bottom side of this pickup. Take a look at all my additional photos on my website. You'll see really good photos of the bottom side. And again, no worries whatsoever, just a really clean truck front to back. On the mechanicals, you have your standard drive line that all of these 454 SS pickup trucks would have came with. It has your numbers matching 454. They're fuel injected. They run great. Backed by a turbo 400 3-speed automatic transmission. You have stock manifolds, stock style exhaust. I do believe the muffler in the tailpipe has been replaced, but they went back with an OE style muffler. Sounds really good going down the road. Power steering, power front disc brakes. Again, standard equipment on all of these pickups. Factory AC has been converted to R134A and it blows cold. On the mechanicals, I suggest taking a look at my test drive video. It's about 9-10 minutes long. A lot of good information. Me personally driving the vehicle going down the road, you'll see how it performs, but it performs like a 32,000 mile truck. There's nothing out of place and it drives excellent. Overall, the cosmetics on the truck are extremely nice. If you know these trucks, you know a lot of the vehicles from across all of the platforms in the late 80s into the 90s. The paint quality on some of the vehicles just wasn't great. These are really notorious for having normal flaws. If you find a really nice truck, a really low mileage one, the paint is notorious to still have some imperfections. This truck has been ceramic coated by the previous owner. It's got a few little touch ups, and as far as paint work that I do know has happened, they had the inside of the bed reshot. But as far as I can tell on the outside, it is original paint. The paint quality for being original shows well. Small little imperfections that have been touched up, minor little things that you're going to get across the board on a 454 SS truck with original paint. Take a look at my additional infos tab. You'll see what I'm talking about. But overall, the black paint for being original shows very nice. Still has your factory SS wheels on it. Tires are basically brand new. They're a 275/60. That's the tire size that those trucks would have had when they were new. The date code on the tire is a 2024, so they're basically brand new tires. I forgot to touch on the code. So the code for the exterior is 19. It is a factory black SS truck. That's what most of them were. In the later years, you could get white or red, but this one being black is the most common color when it comes to the 454 SS, the SS pickups. The interior is extremely nice. If someone told me this truck had 5,000 miles when I got in the interior, I would definitely believe it. The seat covers are excellent. The dash is nice. Nothing's been cut. Nothing's really been changed. The interior shows really, really well. And my photos really depict the true quality of the inside. The code for the interior here on my notes is 47L. Again, going to be your standard code for the 454 SS trucks in 1990. That's what they all would have had. Bucket seat, center console, tilt, cruise, all your standard options. Still has the original AC Delco AM/FM stereo with the cassette player, power windows, power locks, all that stuff works. Like I mentioned before, the Carfax is clean, no accidents, no damage ever reported. And then on my does it work section over here, a real short list of things not working. The washer sprayer fluids are not functioning properly, but all of the rest of your lights, the gauges, the heat, the AC, all that stuff functions properly. As far as other things that might need to be addressed in the future, it's very minor. The oil pan and the valve covers have a very little bit of seepage. It's extremely minimal. Nothing that I would tear the valve covers off or even the oil pan. When you have these old cars sit, the worst thing for them is to sit there and to not be driven. Those seals will shrink up. I would suggest driving the truck a little bit to see if it got better, but it is an extremely minimal amount of seepage. Nothing that I would classify as a leak, so I wouldn't really tear it apart. On my notes here, let me see if there was anything else. Again, just overall a really clean truck front to back. It drives like a brand new one. My test drive will really represent that. The engine bay is extremely nice. Nothing's out of place. It's all factory OE original style stuff in the engine bay. If I have to nitpick one thing on the engine bay, is the hood insulator on the bottom side has a couple small flaws. Minuscule stuff, just kind of nitpicking at this point. But overall, it's an excellent truck. Nothing to really complain about. Take a look at all the extra additional photos in the additional infos tab, the test drive video. And if there's ever anything else that y'all want to see, have comments, concerns, questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks again for watching another one of my virtual descriptions, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching.